What's up, everybody? Welcome back to beautiful, sunny Alabama. What? That's right. Today I'm going to be touring the Alabama. No, not the state of Alabama. The USS Alabama. It's a South Dakota class battleship moored in Mobile, Alabama that was turned into a museum. So the USS Alabama was commissioned in 1942, and it served for about 20 years until it was retired in 1962. As I mentioned, it was a South Dakota class battleship, which is a class of fast battleship that included the Alabama and I think 3 or 4 other ships. During World War II, it was briefly involved in an operation in the Atlantic Theater, but it was then reassigned and it performed most of its wartime duties in the Pacific Theater. The operation that it participated in the Atlantic Theater was known as Operation Governor. It took place in July 1943, and it was an attempt to feign an attack from Scandinavia to try to draw the German attention away from the true target, which was Sicily, an island located in the Mediterranean near Italy. The operation was also intended to draw a specific German warship out of dock, but after the operation failed to do so, the Alabama was eventually assigned to the Pacific Theater. While in service in the Pacific Theater, it served in the Gilbert Islands, the Marshall Islands, the Mariana Islands, and a few other Pacific islands before eventually helping in the liberation of the Philippines. After the operations in the Philippines, it eventually moved northward toward Taiwan and Okinawa, where it helped support the operations that were performing the main assaults against the Japanese homeland. However, in December 1944, it encountered a typhoon which caused serious enough damage that it was required to return to Washington State, where it was placed into dry dock for repairs until February of 1945. After the repairs were complete, it returned westward to once again support the operations attacking the Japanese islands. The Alabama managed to avoid sustaining any fatalities from enemy attacks. There were, however, 5 casualties that were caused during a firing mishap on board the ship. The lack of fatalities from enemy fire earned the Alabama the nickname Lucky A. And there it is, the USS Alabama. Battleship Memorial Park. This park is open 364 days a year, closed only on Christmas.
Hi there.
Hi. Coast Guard seaplane. Korean War Memorial. Vietnam Memorial. There's a lot more here than I thought there was going to be.
Providing early warning to the U.S. invasion fleet of enemy aircraft attacks manned by suicide pilots called kamikazes, the divine wind, inflicting death and destruction on U.S. surface vessels. Ship's log, 8:30 a.m. All hands, man your battle station.
Toby goes upstairs way fast.
So that was the USS Alabama. The USS Drum submarine over there. Those were quite simply fucking awesome. So it's $2 for parking and $15 to get into the museum itself, to tour the ships and the hangar. It is worth every fucking penny. Well, I know that I thoroughly fucking enjoyed that. I hope to God that the footage turns out. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be so sad. But I really hope that was interesting for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you have anything like this in your area, I highly recommend that you go check it out, because if it's anything like this one, it will be fucking awesome. So to be completely honest with you, even though I went to tour the battleship, the best part was the SR-71 Blackbird in there. I swear, when I saw that, I almost started jumping up and down like a little schoolgirl. That is the badassest plane ever created. At least that we know of, anyway. So then for my next episode of this, if everything goes according to plan, I hope it does, I'll be touring the National Naval Aviation Museum on Pensacola Naval Air Station. Just imagine the hangar with the planes that I viewed in there times about 100. So that's going to be really freaking awesome. Also, I'm going to try to go on a day where they're doing a Blue Angels practice session. The Blue Angels are the U.S. Navy's elite precision aviation squadron. They perform air shows and they do all kinds of amazing maneuvers, so that's going to be really cool to go watch, and hopefully I'm able to get some good footage of that too. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed that, and see you next time. Ride safe. Later.